Hello everyone, welcome to another nutritious and delicious episode of Chef Huie Culinary Television, where I bring you plant-based dishes inspired by the rich flavors of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean. In today's video, I will be diving into a classic, crowd-pleasing recipe, the Jamaican Pumpkin Soup. Now, before I get into this recipe, I have to give a shout out to all of my Asian viewers and subscribers. Why am I shouting them out? Well, this soup, pumpkin soup, squash soup, it have historic meaning also in the Asian culture. The Asian people was never allowed to consume this soup during their colonization period. It wasn't until 1804 when they gained independence that they were allowed to make the soup and drink it. Prior to that, they only have to make the soup for their masters. So anyway, today guys, I'm gonna show you the Jamaican version. The Asian soup, it's made with pumpkin, they put beef, but this Jamaican pumpkin soup is 100% plant-based. The only processed item that is in this soup is my base. I have a whole pumpkin, I already cut it in two. I have thyme, carrots, I have some beans here, two types of beans. I had two types of beans, guys, so we could have extra protein to the soup. I have the Jamaican yellow yam, cabbage, celery, scallion, thyme. I have corn, and I have chocho. Now, I'm also sensitive that the word chocho can be sensitive in some region. So whether you call it chocho, Christophane, or you call it some other name, today we're using it in our pumpkin soup. Then there is the scallion, and then there is turnip. So guys, without further ado, I'm gonna go right into this recipe. I'm gonna prepare all of these and I'm gonna show you step by step how I prepare this pumpkin soup. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put enough water in the pot to cover the pumpkin. Once we peel it and dice it, to cover the pumpkin for about 2 inches. And we're gonna make the pumpkin cook until it becomes soft, basically mush. Then we're gonna add all of these great ingredients and we're gonna make our pumpkin soup. Let me go ahead and start the preparation. The thing I'm gonna put with this pumpkin, I'm gonna add some thyme. Guys, we're gonna rinse off our carrots. We are not peeling our carrots, guys. We just rinse them off. We trim the top section and the bottom section. That's it. As we got our corn, we already peeled them already. I'm just gonna cut them. Now, I'm gonna peel the yellow yam. And we're gonna cut them in what we call bite size. And again, guys, we are not peeling the turnip. We just trim the rough edges off and the top where it's growing here. Then this is my Christophane slash chocho. So now some of these items, guys, the texture is softer than others. So like for example, my celery, my celery, my okra. I have some okra also I'm gonna add in there. All those they cook very quickly, so I'm gonna add them last. My cabbage, I'm gonna add it last, but I'm just gonna cut them up. So when it comes time for it to be added, I'll just throw them right in. There we go. Here is my cabbage. Then I'm gonna cut my celery. Our vegetables all prepared, ready to go inside the pot. As soon as the pot is ready, we have to make sure that the pumpkin is cooked and it's soft. That way, we want to see the pumpkin start mushing out a little bit to form that nice thick consistency that we're looking for. So guys, I'm making 5 dumplings and everything else is going to be spinach. Guys, the spinach goes like this. You roll them, become like this. Now, guys, now that we can see that the pumpkin has clearly mushed so much that it starts forming the body. The soup started to getting thick. So at this point, guys, I'm gonna add my other items. That's all my cabbage and my onions and my celery, everything. Now I'm gonna add my okra. Then I'm gonna add my beans. Wow. So at this point, guys, we're gonna allow these plants and vegetables, herbs and spices to come together in harmony and create a classic Jamaican pumpkin soup. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid on. Here we go, guys. Now you can see the pumpkin soup is well on its way and it's almost ready. You see the dumplings, the cabbage, the okra, the onions, the thyme, everything is there. And guys, of note, in the Jamaican culture, when you make a pumpkin soup or any soup for that matter, that's a meal. We're not having a cup. We're not just drinking a cup of soup. We're having a bowl. That's a dinner. So that's why when you say a Jamaican pumpkin soup, it means something. It's different. You have all these foods there. So when you have a bowl, you have your dinner. You're full. And so it's important to understand these things. Now, when we're doing it on a commercial level, it's different. You make a pumpkin and vegetable and you cut it very small dice and you have a cup here and you have cup there. This is different, guys. Jamaican pumpkin soup is a family meal. Whole family will have this one. There you go. So now you have it. So at this point, we turn it down very low. We're gonna cover it and we let it simmer. Okay guys, so you can see the pumpkin soup is just about ready. You see all the beans and the okra, the thyme, dumpling, the corn, everything is there. It's looking amazing. Guys, I want you to try this recipe. It is my opinion that you're gonna come back and tell me that you never know that vegetables, herbs and spices with just a little bit of seasoning will taste so good.